accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act 10:4-6 at SEEK. Annual notice having been forwarded to the New Jersey Herald and the New Jersey Sunday Herald and posted on the bulletin board maintained in the municipal building for public announcement. Will you please rise and join me in salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance
to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call roll.
Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Present.
Mr. Swanson,
Present.
Ms. Crock, Councilman Kuzinich, Mr. Metzalowski,
Here.
Mr. Rossi, Chairman Ray.
Here.
Mr. Tappan, Mayor Galati.
Okay, we have a quorum.
We do.
So, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Next item on the agenda is minutes. A motion is in order to approve the minutes of August 2026. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Swanson,
Yes.
Ms. Crock. Yes. Councilman Kuzinich,
Abstain.
Mr. Metzalowski,
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Abstain. Okay, next item is resolutions. We have one resolution, the Village Marina LLC. The hearing date was July 21st, 2026. Do I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion. Second.
Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say Mr. Swanson because he wasn't here. Ms. Crock. Yes. Councilman Kuzinich, Mr. Metzalowski,
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes. Okay, next item is correspondence. We have nothing? Huh? No, okay. Escrow refunds, we have none. Next item is bills. Mont McDonald, Dolan and Dolan. And that's it. Do I have a motion to pay the, what? I didn't see him on it. Did you on it?
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Reggie Pearl.
They're up.
All right.
Make a motion to pay bills. Second.
All right. Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Swanson.
Yes.
Ms. Crock. Yes. Councilman Kuzinich.
Yes.
Mr. Metzalowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes. Okay, next time, zoning officer report. Got anything, Bill? Very good. Discussion?
No.
Any old business? New business? Okay. Continued applications, we have none. We have a courtesy review for PSE&G near Route 15, block 77001, lot 2. Is someone here from PSE&G?
Yes, sir. The application is presented as a application seeking site plan waiver. The applicant provided a letter dated July 27th, 2026, and outlines why the applicant believes that the proposal would be subject to waiver of site plan for the reasons as and Mr. Keen will elaborate on that.
I saw the look of terror
No,
in
no,
the chairman's
no.
eyes when he saw that up. He
No,
sees
no.
easels,
Listen.
he sees,
There's no look of terror, just we don't need to, it's a pretty simple as far as we're concerned. I mean, it's a, what is it, 4x4 on top of that building somewhere? I mean, if you did it, nobody ever even noticed it was there.
anybody have any more testimony?
The last time we had drones, we couldn't identify where they were coming from.
We couldn't either. I just live on the other side.
But what was,
For the record, I'm Glenn Keynes.
okay,
I did bring the whole choir, but I don't need them. I have a project manager. This site was originally approved by PJM. And it's one of the main hubs for electricity for the whole Northeast region and for most of New Jersey, if not all of New Jersey. This is a substation. I'm sorry, this is a switch station, which means out of this station, loads of other small stations get their electricity. What we're trying to do is harden, that's the expression that they're using, is harden our sites because there's a lot of nonsense going on. So I've done sites for them off the turnpike where we're going to protect transformers so that people can't take guns and use them for target practice. We're putting new fences up and everything else. I want to congratulate you, either good or bad. You were the first to do what we're affectionately calling an R2D2 application. That's from Star Wars. So we want to put a drone. Could we have a drone holder, please? Somebody just lift the puppy up. This is the bird.
Why, it doesn't work? There's no batteries or?
We were gonna fly it in. We were gonna fly it in, but you thought that would be a bit presumptuous, so I didn't know. That's the drone.
My kids have bigger ones than that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And we have exhibits, but the one exhibit will show you the house where he lives. That's what we want to put in on the roof of a building that's already there. That's the entire application. I can have people testify to that. I can have someone make a proffer that Glenn didn't screw up what we're doing. And I could, if you want, I could probably do that, Mr. Haggerty.
Just show me where it is. I mean, my,
All right.
It's on the roof.
I know that.
That is exhibit A1.
Thank you, Bill.
And that's a, calling it, back on switching station with a button block. And it's a aerial photograph, probably taken by a drone, I guess. Is that right?
It wasn't taken from space, Bill. So yes, and that's just to show you where it is. And then we actually have placemats in case any of your brides or husbands want to know where you were tonight. And you could take them home as souvenirs that we could pass out if you'd like of that. And flip it around so we can see A2, please.
now what is the purpose of this drone? Just to monitor your site?
Yeah, right now, if you remember, if any of you were on the board, what we routinely did was we would send out crews to just check the site. And they would go and they'd walk around the site and check it. Now we're trying to use this drone technology because not only are we able to do that without having to get manpower out, but we also then can use it for other things. And in this instance, because it's so intertwined, it can inspect up and down the main lines in the big grid. That's R2D2. On A2, you'll see the gray box. So that is what houses the drone. We hook it up electronically or with electricity. The next picture over shows it with its roof open so that the bird can fly. That's it.
It's like a fancy grill.
It's,
We didn't think of that one.
Does the drone take off and return to that?
Yes, it does.
And then it recharges the drone.
And it recharges the drone and it's remotely piloted. This can be piloted from Scotch Plains.
All right, beautiful.
or anywhere.
Yes.
All right.
Well, we don't go anywhere, but the answer is we use Scotch Plains because that's where our headquarters.
Now, how
But
far
yes,
will
it
you,
could.
how far will you use that? Just specifically for that site?
Well,
Or,
let me get one witness up.
that's my only question.
Just put your right hand up and let them swear you in and not at you.
You swear the testimony about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Your full name, sir?
ALWA.
Jason, what's your position with public service?
I'm a senior director of outside plant construction and maintenance.
And what's your professional background?
Professional background, I've been with PSE&G, public service, electric and gas for about 20 years in varying roles, starting as an engineer actually in the group that ultimately maintains our transmission system, now ultimately leading that group and also our drone effort as well.
Okay, and you've been qualified to testify before other boards across the state,
Yes,
and you're an engineer by trade?
yes.
Okay, so you heard the question. What's the range?
We get about, I'd say 20 to 30 minutes of flight time. What we believe that will allow us to do is probably go out somewhere around 3-4 miles in each direction, just to give some perspective as to where that is, right? So this substation, I'm sorry, switch station, you
There
were
we
correct
go.
before, correct myself, is near Weldon Quarry. So approximately probably takes us as far out as like Mellon Dickinson, right? And then if you head west, probably just past Lake Mohawk, just to give some perspective.
Wow.
Yeah, it could go decent distance. There are other transmission lines that go north-south also out of that station, but ultimately it's about 4 miles of range.
And those folks that are flying it all have federal licenses, is that correct?
That is correct. All of our pilots, actually, one who's with us here today, has an FAA license to operate this.
He's the guy that we allowed to carry it in.
Absolutely.
That's all you fly is a drone? No, nothing, no, none of the big stuff? Good, yeah.
When you're flying this thing, might be a good idea to give the local police departments contact
We
information.
were gonna suggest you make that a condition of the resolution. We'd like to coordinate it not only with the police, but with also the administration, so that at least you know what we're doing, we can just
The
schedule.
residents will call the local PD and at least they would say, yes, we've notified it.
Right, they want to make sure they're not going in the next Spielberg.
You're actually gonna have to notify 3 police departments,
Yes, Sparta.
Sparta, Jefferson, and Hopaka,
We're
because it's
very-
right on the triangle.
We are very aware of that, so.
Mr. Kawa,
Yes,
the security aspect of it, is that gonna be launched when there's a detection of a security issue?
it could be so that the.
Without, and I know it's a very sensitive area, without giving away too much.
Yep. Yeah, so the primary purpose of the drone is not security, but it is a benefit of actually having it. The primary purpose of this is actually inspect our facilities,
Okay,
to inspect our transmission lines, but a secondary benefit is that if we detect a breach in the fence, right, there are cameras and other things like that, or we detect a door that opens to the control house in the substation, we could quickly activate this drone
great.
versus sending a crew there.
Yeah, just on the point, go
I-
ahead if you have a follow-up.
Instead of sending a crew, would you notify the police to respond because they could be quicker?
We most likely would.
Because it's a very sensitive, important.
Yes.
But here's the problem, we don't want anybody going on any of these sites without us being
That's-
physically present.
that-
So we would notify you as to what's going on, but then we'd have to work out the details. You folks cannot get in, nor do you want to
No.
get in to these sites without somebody from public service being there.
That's like
I
Fort
understand
Knox
that,
up there.
but I'm concerned that what somebody brought up with shooting at the
I did.
facility, and I don't know how long it's gonna take you to get a crew up there. And if somebody's shooting at that facility, because of how sensitive it is, you're gonna need immediate response. I'm just wondering.
Absolutely.
And you're not inclined to call emergency services?
No, we would.
We would.
We would. I think what he was referring to is that generally speaking, we would want to escort those folks onto the facility itself, just because there's a lot of energized equipment. But to
I
answer,
don't think anyone, a police
Yeah.
officer would wanna go in,
No.
you know, just.
We will-
yeah,
We want to work out those details, I guess, with Ron,
yeah,
as to exactly what you all think you need, and we'll supply it.
Okay,
Because that, we talked about it, and we just want to do whatever is appropriate for the community. As I said, you're the first ones, but this is our standard protocol for fire, emergency, police, the whole bit.
I just wanted clarification because you started talking about security, and I understand now it's more for line inspection, but it's a secondary for security.
Of course.
And just
Jane.
researching the application, typically I like to do pros and cons, and certainly on the pro side, I always thought that most of the line inspection danger was in electrocution, but it's mostly due to falling. So if you can eliminate that with drone inspection, that's a big plus, obviously, just for the health of people working the sites. But on the con side is the issue of individual privacy. In looking at the aerial maps, it looks like you have a clear shot to your high tension wires without going over people's properties. Is that your only way of using your drones? You will elevate it from the docking station and follow your own paths up and down, not cutting across Aunt Mary's yard while,
Yeah.
Yeah.
having your morning coffee?
yeah. And if I'll explain actually how it,
Absolutely.
So the way, and we actually have a FAA, it's basically an FAA waiver to do this as well. It's in some ways an approval. It's actually a waiver that they approve. What we are allowed to do to operate this remotely is only on a predefined path. So what we do is we program a specific path that this drone will take, but there needs to be a pilot basically standing by at a screen to take
Like an
over.
autopilot.
And they could, if there's any, hopefully not, but if there's any unforeseen obstructions, they could take over. And so what we would do is we would program that drone to follow our right of way. Because that's the only
Okay.
thing we have interest in.
Right, I think looking at the aerial map, you can go out and then hang a left or a right,
Correct,
depending on.
Correct.
which way
There's
you wanna
access.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. We have easements throughout leaving that.
go. And the second thing is you're not planning on expanding this beyond the drone docking station, like a facility to store parts or things like that, cars needed to.
The answer is no.
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Very
you're
good.
not allowed to do that. So, no, absolutely.
Will this be mostly during daylight or?
We our intention would be to operate during the day. Regular business hours, yeah, so
Oh, I do have one more question.
it can fly at night, okay.
I would appreciate it if you went more to the drone system because I live near the high tension lines and that plane buzzing by me every year drives me nuts.
Is that a question?
Yeah. I mean, is that,
The plane doing-
are you intending on using drones now for inspecting the high tension lines as opposed to using the planes?
So we don't currently use a plane, but we do use a helicopter for inspection of our transmission lines. I'm not
So it's not a plane?
yeah, I'm not aware of us using.
No.
All right, then they must
Maybe
be-
it's, I will, and again, this is not
All
my
right.
area, but I understand like gas pipelines often use airplanes sometimes to inspect, but no, we don't currently use airplanes to inspect our transmission lines.
Thank you.
Helicopters we do though.
Thank you.
So you sound like this is a pilot program you guys just started with this?
Correct. This will be the first in the state. However.
I don't know how to put it when it's the first.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely sound like, with a little research on it, it definitely sounds like this is the first pilot.
Yeah, so for us as a utility, I believe we may actually be the first utility in the state to actually have one. What I will say is this is in talking to the manufacturer, this is this would be one of about 300 in the state that a lot of times are used for law enforcement and other aspects, right? 911 caller drone could go right to the place.
So now are you guys planning on expanding it to, like, let's say after a storm, maybe do a recon or possible issues with the lines and everything to get the personnel there much faster? Because during a snowstorm, or a rainstorm or any kind of weather, people love you guys. I mean, nothing.
Yeah,
Was that tongue in cheek?
Just remember, we're public service, not your.
Not just JCP&L.
Yeah, they're all the big stuff, those big.
Same thing, it's in line with.
The answer is yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so.
and it's gonna grow also.
So yeah, to answer your question, actually, this same exact drone is one that we manually pilot. In fact, we actually just used it in the recent July 4th storms that hit. I know this is JCP&L territory, but we do have a lot of customers throughout the state.
I was gonna ask that same
Yeah.
follow-up question. You're gonna end up wanting more than one drone.
Yes,
This is gonna grow.
yes.
Not-
Not,
Not here, but
Well,
all
yeah.
over we have so many
Okay.
facilities.
But I'm just saying that it may be feasible for you to have 2 drones, 3 drones, because each one will have a different purpose and a different task. So at some point, I'm sure this program will develop, so.
Well,
Right.
I also think, you're constrained by the distance it can cover, Lake Mohawk to Mullen Dickerson Reservation. But I would imagine that at some point your range is going to become broader.
yes.
And that may necessitate more drones, right, in the area,
Or
so.
at least in different locations.
Yeah, and the technology is, even over the last 5 years, the technology has really advanced, and we're seeing some technologies 5-10 years from now that would allow for those longer distances. But yeah, this is a first for us. We've been operating drones for several years now, probably 3-4 years. This is our first remotely operated drone.
How often do you anticipate the drone will be launched, I guess? Is it every day or is it, what are we talking about?
It's likely in the beginning because it's a pilot program. We may be launching it every day or a couple times a week, but I think, and again, this is all part of the pilot program. I think as we learn about it, we may come up with a less, I guess you'd say, a less aggressive routine, maybe once a week, but that's part of us learning about how we could use this technology to better
And having other
operate our
locations-
system.
And having
So-
other locations too.
In other locations too, yep.
Sure.
All right,
And also, is there a possibility of expanding sharing information with the either local police department or local fire department?
Sir, I
Is
would like
there-
that as I would suggest that be a condition of the approval so
Yes.
that we can talk to the administration about how we're gonna do it. We have to work this out corporately and stuff, but we always try and share. Every time we put cameras up on sites, most of those are wired directly to your police.
I love shared services because I've been a volunteer for 25 years, so I love to, especially with the big corporations and the technology you guys are using, it's very helpful for local communities and stuff, so.
They,
Absolutely, especially considering the wildfire risk and everything up in this area, right? So, yeah.
that's
So
public
we'll
services.
definitely put it in there. Yeah, resolution.
Thank-
First responder.
You're fine.
Yep.
I second that.
All right, any other questions of this applicant? No? Seeing none, I'll open this application to the public. Does anybody from the public wish to comment on this application? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board for a motion.
I'll make a motion with the condition that we just discussed and that she put down, hopefully.
Yes.
No, second.
Call the roll?
Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Swanson,
Yes.
Ms. Crockett,
Yes.
Councilman Kusvich, Mr. Metzalowski, Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Thank
Good
you
luck.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Haggerty, that was a waiver of site plan,
That
correct?
was a waiver of site plan. That's the-
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your questions.
I'll be looking for it.
Thank you so much.
You're not gonna leave that behind?
Oh, you want it? See how far you go.
They're sharing now.
Sharing is caring.
Sharon's scary.
Bill, you need some of those drawings?
There, you want me?
A1?
You're gonna need
Yeah.
those, yeah, the-
Okay, do you want some small ones too, Bill?
we.
Anybody need
Can I
cover
do-
for tonight when you go home?
Need a what?
Yeah.
Need cover?
Think of a big one and a small one, Emil.
Like that at the meeting.
The big one.
Using all the stuff that's.
I thought you were really gonna have a placemat, you know? Always on a placemat.
Normally, if it was gonna be a little longer, we would.
Whoops.
It's not mine. Somebody left it here. You didn't want it to get lost. Thank you.
I have no idea. All right, very good.
Okay, we're out of here.
Good luck.
You were great.
Okay, we have one new application tonight, and it's Doug Gardner, 37 Wildwood Shores Drive, block 31301, lot 13. Is Mr. Gardner here? All right. Step right up, let us know what you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And your full name?
Douglas Gardner?
And you're the property owner?
Yes.
Your
Go good.
application indicates that you're looking for a variance approval for a shed, is that right?
Yes, and a fence extension.
Okay.
Why do you need a setback less than the permitted setback for the shed? Why can't you move from?
I don't understand the question.
You're asking for a variance for the setback for the shed. You want to put the shed right on the property line.
Not right on the property line.
What would the setback be?
How far can you keep it in from the property line?
Well, I was looking at the grade today and I probably, because of the way it slopes down, I'm gonna have to go further away from the fence to make it more, to try to make it more level.
Yeah.
It's,
So-
his backyard is.
I know.
That's the map, doesn't it?
So I know I'm supposed to be at least 5 feet away, correct?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I mean, it's 5 good for you?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's,
Well, if you got the 5 feet, you may not need a variance.
yeah.
Depending upon if it's 120 square feet, no more than 8 feet high, technically 4 feet. If it's more than 8 feet high or more than 120, then it's 6 feet or half height.
How high would it be?
Well, the wall would be 8 feet, so
No,
I'm
the.
assuming 12.
Yeah, the shed.
I would assume 12.
Well, so then we're talking 6 feet.
6 feet.
6 feet, and you provide a 6-foot setback?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I mean, just to give yourself a level, I mean, that thing.
No, I understand what you're saying. And then
Like a cliff
when the setback is from the property line or from the fence?
from the property line.
Okay, because my property line extends beyond the fence.
Okay, yeah. no.
Yeah, as long as you're 6 feet from the property line, and what, you know, if your fence is 2 feet on the other side.
Yeah.
Then you gotta be 4 feet from the fence.
Okay,
So then you're only looking for a variance for your fence.
correct.
The fence height,
Yeah.
okay.
That alleviates that variance.
Tell the board about the fence height.
So I had an extension put on and I made the mistake of not being there when it was installed. And the installer lined it up with the height of the other fence instead of the ground. And so it went over the height.
Is that the section on the concrete wall there at the end?
So if you, I don't know if you can see.
Like this here, this is what you gave us, like this piece all the way down the end, that where,
So it goes from that to where the black fence starts.
Okay, okay. Okay. And how far from your property line is it set back from the street? Do you have any idea? Yeah,
I was required to be, so I had a permit for the fence.
5 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
So the right of way goes up that far? Yeah,
It does, I think, yeah, the pole, I think is.
okay, Yeah.
I believe,
okay, I,
So I recall I was told to stay a specific amount of feet from the pole.
Mr. Donegan, these are actually your photographs that you provided before, is that right?
I believe, I believe I took those.
This is what you
Yes,
said.
yeah, of course they are from inside the car, yep.
And these accurately show the condition today, that you took them today, or?
No, these were taken, probably several months ago.
Okay, but it's accurate of what's there today.
I was there today and they
Accurate.
look exactly the same.
Okay.
let me ask you this, where in this, but from that new section of fence, whereabouts are you planning to put the shed? How far down? In the middle of that shed, at the middle of the new fence? I mean, this is the new section of fence, correct? From the black down?
I don't really know, to be honest with you, but not that far.
Okay,
Maybe like to the first.
first
panel.
post?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so you're still plenty set back from the road. Okay. Any questions, this applicant?
I get the thing.
That looks like a 6 foot fence, right? Is it
It's a
6 foot?
6 foot fence, but it was some areas where, because the ground
ground,
so
yeah.
uneven, that when he went to make it even with the top,
Yeah.
I think it went to 8.
The fence itself is 6 foot, but there's
The panel was down.
an 18-inch gap underneath.
Yeah.
Alright,
And the shed would need a variance because it's the third accessory structure.
yeah, he has a. shed.
However, when you
That's
look
why
at the
it was-
property, it is unrealistic to schlep stuff from all the way up there to. I mean, nobody would do that.
Yeah.
So it's for a practical and safety reasons, so you don't get hurt moving things around.
I'd get a goat for that hill. Okay. Any other questions, this applicant? Okay, seeing none, I'll open this application to the public. Does anybody from the public wish to comment on this applicant? Step forward, please.
Yeah, I live next door.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And your name, sir?
Lorenzo Gonzalez.
And you're the owner of the adjacent property?
Yeah.
SALE. Your last name spelled?
G-Line, C-A-L-E-C.
So your house is on the other side of the fence here, okay.
That's my deck. I think the fence is too tall. At some points it's 7, 8, 10. And I got measurements. On my side, he piled up rocks on the wall that he put the fence on to make the fence, to make the wall look shorter, but actually it's
We on the board, what is it? Yeah, okay. I'm going to mark this as, I'll mark this as G1 at the top
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna
Just give me a second.
Gotta enter in that.
Mr. Gonzalez, when did you take these photographs?
Huh?
When did you take these photographs?
today.
Just today?
Yeah, that one.
Before that I.
Well,
spoke here on
that's
the-
before, right, and that one's before they put the fence up, that was today. And that's just the picture showing you how the house is on. His house is way on top of that hill. And he's putting the fence all the way down next to my deck. For no reason.
Okay, you're showing me 4 photographs. The top photograph on the left, whose house is that? The complete house? Whose house is this?
This is mine.
That's your
That's
house.
his, and he wants to put the shed over here, that's my deck and I built.
So this is the house of the applicant is at
Yeah.
the far, and you're in front, and the fence would go along your property line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 7 feet.
Okay, hold on, give me another photograph. We're gonna mark this as A2, or I'm sorry, we're gonna mark this as G2. And there's 4 photographs here. I'm gonna send these around in a second. And that's the fence again.
Yeah, I had a rail there,
Yes, you're up above the fence.
this is what it looks like. And then he put the fence there, mostly some of it to see my house.
Okay, and give me another set of 4 photographs. We're gonna mark this as G3.
What do you have, 2 decks there, like an upper deck and a lower
Well,
deck? So from either one of those decks,
Basement.
yeah,
Or the-
so from either one of those decks, whatever, it doesn't obstruct your vision, correct? I mean, because it looked like I could see the railings on
No, you.
both decks.
It does, it does when we're onto the
Yeah.
structural vision. It didn't before that fence was put up.
The picture will show.
Okay,
This is another picture with some.
well, the only thing, unfortunately, the view or what you could see is not. I mean, we really can't take that into consideration, correct, Bill? I mean,
Well, yeah, you don't buy a view.
Yeah.
If there's a variance for fence height, then you do have to
yeah,
evaluate that application.
But I guess the issue about fence height, if you have a sloping, and this is a very unusual topology, it slopes down rapidly and it slopes to the side. Is your 6 feet from the left side or the right side in a sloping environment? If the fence is entirely, say, on your property versus right at the edge of the 2 properties on the property line.
It's a foot on my side.
It's yes, but
you're trying to follow the contour of the ground, but it's impossible, really. I mean, I saw it today and it's, I mean,
it's not gently sloping.
No. no, listen, if it was flat, then we wouldn't be talking about it, but
But then he built a 4-foot wall to put the fence on. Wow.
that concrete thing down the end there, is that what you're talking about?
That's not yours. He put that there.
What's the use of that? I mean, I understand slopes and fences, but
I think I got approval for that.
yeah, but why?
What was the reason? What was the reason for
10
it?
feet.
Well, there's 2 things, like, so he had approval to build the wall initially, right?
Then he put the fence on
And then he
top.
put a fence on top, but the fence, there is a limit of 6 foot, right? It's just a matter of grading, how he
I understand
cut
that.
through the grade, and that's an argument here. No, I see the pictures.
It's just the one with
This is, it's on there.
The neighbor's property right here.
Yeah, it's standing on.
Just always thought about this much of an area.
So your main objection is that section of fence on top of the concrete wall, is that? Well, I mean, is that,
If everybody can do that, then everybody will have 10 foot fence, right? That's allowed, that's allowed.
Down the street.
You're not concerned about the remainder of the fence that's not on the wall?
Well, I can't stop that.
Okay.
Right?
let me ask you this, I mean,
Just a section on the wall.
if he took that last section and made it a 4-foot high, would that less,
That
would
would be
that,
normal,
okay,
right?
so that's pretty much where the problem,
Wouldn't that be normal?
well,
I mean, he could do what he wants. I mean, what he could do, what you guys let him do.
I mean, I'm just trying to make it work for everybody, you know?
I
Well, you gotta get sworn in if you're gonna,
Do you want to get sworn in?
do you wanna get sworn in and let us?
Yeah.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
And your full name, please.
Dawn Rice Gonzalez.
First name again, I'm sorry.
Dawn Rice Gonzalez. So how is somebody allowed to put a shed all the way down a hill? I mean, in the middle of nowhere, a rock hill.
Well,
What is the reason for it?
Well, it hasn't been approved yet.
I know, but
A lot of times it's evaluated on the issue of safety. So if you're moving equipment up and down, if it can be more safely placed in the area that it's used, that is a benefit. You know, nobody wants this, like with the drones, you know, nobody likes drones, but nobody likes to see people falling from heights. So if equipment can be more safely operated in the place that it's used, it supports the application, in my mind, of this.
I know, but he has to make a base for it. Cause it's not level, so
Right.
it's gonna go up even higher.
Or in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this fence like an aerial view of this, of the picture that you provided here. That section that's on top of that concrete wall is lower, going by this picture, it's lower than your patio down on the lower level. So it's not even obstructing any view. I mean, if you stand on that patio.
He's just blocking the rock wall that my husband had built. He's been doing work on this house for 26 years, my husband, and he's just blocking everything.
So you're saying the view is not blocking?
It's the view, it's the view
of your
He's
house,
just
not
blocking
from-
everything. That's what he's doing. It's a spite fence and a spite shed. That's what he's doing.
Well, we can't determine that.
But that's what it is.
Okay.
But just on the same point, I imagine you would have gotten a variance to build so close to your own property line that could be argued for your neighbor that it wasn't, not providing the necessary space on his property line for ease of access. So it sometimes it's just trying to find a way where people can coexist nicely.
It would be nice
And what's
if you can
width
coexist.
between the?
So how much on the other side of the fence, how much is between his wall and your fence?
Well, they encroached on my property.
Okay, so there are walls on your property? Okay.
And you're not making an issue of it.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's been there for years. It's been there for years.
Survey and everything.
All right, well, that's something else, you know what I'm saying? That we're not here for that. I mean, a shed there on that hill, I mean, yeah, I mean, you gotta keep a weed whacker. I mean, is it just for maintenance type stuff?
Yes.
Obviously, you're not,
I was looked at.
you know. So
It's not a garage.
there's no way to get to it.
How big is the shed?
It's 12.
16.
I mean, you gotta work there, level, get yourself a level. Now the 16 is going from top to bottom.
No, I was thinking it would be better to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, the less,
Yeah.
the narrower footprint, the less, yeah. So you're gonna go 12 foot wide
Yeah,
along the fence and 16 into your property.
whatever,
Yeah,
whatever
okay.
the contractor.
Okay.
Mrs. Gonzalez,
Yes.
would part of the problem also be getting access to the side of your patio because of the fence? Is that an issue for you or?
No.
Okay.
Well, her patio goes, correct me if I'm wrong, it goes right to the property line, correct? I mean, it's over the,
It's
so
enclosed.
there's no, there's
All
no
right.
space between.
And that's.
It's like if you look at this, maybe look at this picture, like this here,
I
the
haven't
bottom
gotten all the
section,
pictures yet.
the bottom section.
Waiting for. That's what happens when you're at the end of the row, yeah.
Or the beginning, depending on which way.
It used to be the beginning and down at the end.
I like it.
I mean, it's definitely a tough. It's,
So there's two issues. One is the extra accessory structure.
yes,
And the second is the fence height. It sounds like the applicant's offered to drop that fence height to 4 feet, which would eliminate that variance. If he does, then we've got the variance for accessory structure.
well, I don't think he's, maybe the last section at the most. Yeah.
I didn't.
The last-
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't think it'll look right.
Yeah.
The last.
I get it.
Okay.
The only thing that I could say is, by looking at those pictures, that last section of fence, Bill, obstructs nothing. And you look at those plans, that their patio is probably above that
Yeah.
section. I mean, I wasn't up on the patio, but no, the last section.
Mhm.
It's below,
The gap.
yeah, it's below the,
10-inch gap below the fence, which
Yeah.
I don't,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's even worse. I think that should have been more in line with the ink pond.
I mean, is there any way that last section or two could just to kind of alleviate their concern if it's a,
I mean, I can obviously,
Yeah.
the last section, but I just didn't concern, like, it's not gonna look right.
yeah, no,
We're gonna come down nice and even and then go whoop.
Yeah.
It
yeah, I mean, the
doesn't make sense.
topography,
It doesn't make sense.
it's a,
Also doesn't benefit.
yeah.
them.
No,
If it was a situation where, okay, lower it 2 feet and they have a better view.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but I can see what you're talking about when looking at those pictures. That, I don't see where that fence really, I mean, even when you're back under the house, that fence is probably still only maybe 2 or 3 feet above the patio downstairs. It doesn't block your view of anything. Correct?
He was
I mean, the fence,
it blocked the view of his house. You were
The
stating
people
it
looking
blocked
at their house.
people
They-
looking at
they've
your
actually
house.
Themselves block the view on the other side, on both the front and the top.
On my deck.
On the deck. No, on the deck.
You mean on my deck?
On the deck, we blocked
And
it.
on the patio.
No, not on the patio.
okay, well, I mean, the fence height, for me, it doesn't really seem like it's not creating a hardship for,
So anybody can put a 10-foot fence next to your house.
well, not 10 foot, it's 6 feet, but you have
4
to.
foot plus 6, plus 1 foot that the fence is above that wall.
Well, if the board approves it.
I just came to say, I don't like it, but if you guys allow it, what can I
I
say?
appreciate coming here and voicing your,
Sure.
we appreciate you coming here and
Oh,
voicing.
yeah.
You know, so we hear. your
No,
thoughts.
I have no. This guy just gave me trouble for, I've been here 26 years, and since this guy moved in, he's been giving me trouble all the time. All I did is fix my house and go to work, and that's it.
I understand.
I don't bother with anybody here, the police department, my son goes to college in Montclair,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So
I understand.
Yeah.
I have no problem doing anybody.
Yeah.
I know, I just came here because that part of 10 foot to me is, and I'm afraid that he's gonna put a shed and put it the way he wants it. And then he's gonna put a freaking window there so he could look at me on my deck, cause he got cameras all.
He's got cameras
pointing at my
pointing on
house.
our house,
But-
following us, everything.
I know that has
it's
nothing
not
to do
for
with
here,
you.
But this
Mr.
is
and
what's
Mrs.
going on.
Esposito, just to let you know,
Gonzalez.
I'm sorry, Gonzalez, I apologize.
But
Just to let you know, if that situation does occur, you can contact the police department.
I did.
We've
There are-
done,
In the
we've done
court,
that.
in the judges.
I'm sorry. All right.
I mean, this is all irrelevant. you know.
Yeah, but that was the point. There
I
are
don't want
other
anyone
ways.
to know what you're doing, that's why.
I'm not just mad about a little thing.
All right, okay, let's get back to the,
Alrighty.
so
Is there anyone else?
let me ask you a question. What is the height of the shed? Like, are you gonna have you're gonna have a modest pitch on the roof?
It's the exact same one that I had.
Okay. Any other questions of this applicant?
It does not need to be a foot over allowed 6 foot.
Yeah.
And there's a bigger gap in the bottom, which
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about trapping animals and have you than anything. And I think it was just poorly built or poorly managed. That installation could have been done a lot better to
Yeah.
maintain the 6 foot.
Good.
Cause I was gonna fill the bottom up until the complaint came. I was gonna make it nice and grade it, and so there would be no gap. at the
I'm in
bottom.
construction, so I know the reason why people do it, because to elevate the height, and then just by you bringing the elevation of the floor doesn't justify meaning like beating the code.
Like I
That's-
said, I made the mistake of not being there when it was installed. And
The only thing I see-
got home and it was done and.
Yeah,
Steve, you looked at this one here, this aerial one, like
Yeah,
that
you were
fence
there. You were
on that
right
whole
there
side
watching
is.
them.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I know what you're saying.
I mean, those two houses look like they're going Staten Island,
Yeah,
and beautiful houses.
yep, it is beautiful, that's the problem, he has, he's covering it up.
Well, there's nothing we can
He
do
doesn't
about
like it, because he's.
the view
he doesn't
or-
know who you are. He just broke our septic too, I just want you to know that, I should
Okay,
have
well,
brought up
I
here.
don't,
Yeah, you did, he was grandfathered on
Okay.
your property too.
Ladies, gentlemen, please,
we're talking about.
I know, I understand that, but you know, it's very aggravating.
please. Good word.
Okay, do we have any further questions of this? No? Okay, at this time, I'll open it to the public. Anyone else from the public wish to comment on this application? Seeing nobody else, I will close it to the public and bring it back to the board for a motion.
All motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion.
Submitted.
As submitted, the shed and the fence as is based on the fact that even though a view is not guaranteed, a view is not impaired by its current location.
With the shed moved 6 feet.
6 feet from the property line,
Yes.
and the shed, the long
This-
side
this
is gonna
is-
go,
Yes.
the short side of the shed is gonna go top to bottom.
Yeah, so just so that Rock Road and Wildwood Shores Drive kind of run parallel there.
yeah.
And so it will run parallel.
Okay,
Um,
okay, we have a motion.
question on the motion,
Go ahead.
is it? I would second it if agreeing with member Kukovic, if the fence, the gap can be lowered. How high?
You wanna bring the top of the fence down?
To lower the gap.
Well, the panels
to
need to
bring the
contour
panel
to the land.
to to the topography of the land. I could see that at that point. It does, I agree with member Kukovic. It appears to be artificially high.
I mean, I don't see where, I mean, I get it, you're supposed to be 6 foot high, but the topography of that lot and it really does not obstruct anybody's view, or it's not gonna change anything from, listen, if the fence was 8 foot and it did block your total view, I'd say, well, then bring it down to the 6 foot and let's
I
comply.
agree with you on
But
that.
if you look at those pictures, that's not gonna change anything, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm also gonna put a 12-foot high shed behind it.
Yeah,
All right, I'll recant.
So is that a second, Andy?
No, not a second.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second.
I mean, I think I share the concerns. It's just that it's that wall that he built. It doesn't seem to fit the topography either. But my concern is if that stays, the shed's gonna be up higher on the hill, correct?
Correct.
Right. So the shed's gonna be closer to, would you have like a garden area there?
Yes, that's what it's for.
And the shed's gonna be directly next to that garden area.
Correct.
So the shed will be far away from the end of this fence. Not,
Yes.
6 feet. I think drawing is 7 feet goes down.
yeah, so it's way up higher.
I mean, my only kind of like, when you're gonna put a shed there, and that shed's gonna be over the fence.
Over the fence, right, anyway,
So,
right.
I don't know where we're,
Yeah, it's,
it's not gonna change anything. I mean, aesthetically.
as described.
I have a question. How far away does he have to be from the well? My well's back there too.
If he's on his property, then he's on his property, wherever your well is, he's not building on top of your well.
I
He's
just-
putting the shed
just
completely on his property, so it's really not even a concern.
All right.
So, okay, we have a motion and a second.
Mr. Sherlin.
Can you pass me for a minute?
Oh, no, you know how to do that. No. We gotta know where you stand.
I have to say, yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Swanson,
Yes.
Miss Crock. Councilman Kuzinich,
No,
Mr. Metzlowski,
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes,
Yes, you're good.
okay. You guys have it, so. Okay. Very good. Good luck. Okay, that concludes our new applications for tonight. We have, thank you, have a good night. Work sessions, we have 2 tonight. The first one is Anthony Fernandez, 508 Maxim Drive. Like to install an above ground 16-foot round, 52-inch. Like, cool.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
It's a work session, so we don't wear you in. I'm confused why you're here, because you have one more accessory structure, so you'd need variance relief.
Thank you.
For access and accessory structures, maybe that can.
If I think he would like to just get a feel for the thing, that, the absolute, this is not an absolute no. And that way he'd have the confidence to submit a run of his application. If he didn't want to make the application, if they just be shot down.
That's basically, yes.
So this is for the pool.
For the pool, which is, it will be a Ford structure in my property.
But this is the old Matty Murata's house.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Do you know, are you aware there's a septic system back there?
Yes,
It's not gonna be anywhere near.
I measure and it's like more than 10 foot away from the septic and from the leach field.
Okay.
You did a very nice job on the landscaping.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
The only thing that I would think that you should probably plan for is that, certainly environmental sensitivity of emptying a pool. I mean, you have a lot of woods back there, but one is your algae, but the other part is making sure that the woods around when you empty the pool, it doesn't cause any damage to the green in the woods.
Okay,
You're not planning on emptying the pool?
no, that's not,
No.
that's not.
Ever?
Yeah.
All right. So listen, there's nobody anywhere near him. So even if he, listen, I could see if he's 10 feet from the neighbors and you're in a low spot.
And there's.
they empty the.
Yeah, okay, well, that's, okay, sorry. Sorry about that up, dude.
I inspected the property. I see no issue.
Which would you prefer? Pool option one or two?
Now I think number two, the option number two.
Is that the one farther north?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's
what
closer to the,
I'm- Right,
but
and I
that-
have like more room on the right hand side
Okay.
too.
all right. So he's just here for a workshop to see if it's,
Just to make sure that the board was unanimous, section of the board that simply say, no, we don't think you should have 3 accessory structures.
I
That's all
don't,
he really
yeah.
wants to know right now.
I don't really see a problem with it, so,
No problem.
Wow, would love to continue.
Move
the
ahead,
Application
you know?
and
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
thank you very much.
Okay.
One in Hopaka.
well,
I'll see you tomorrow.
Very good, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
all right, next work session is Northeast Health and Fitness LLC.
Good evening.
Hey.
How are you guys? Hey, Bill.
Good.
I'm here to see about zoning, moving my gym. You guys know my gym used to be right here in town next to Frank's.
Okay.
One zoned area. We found a facility. We've been closed for a few months now, so financially, we are just trying to get back open as soon as possible for the survival of the gym and try and keep it in Hopatcon. I grew up in Hopatcon. I've been here my whole life, so I'd like to keep it here. Where we're going is the old Maddie's Auto Body Shop right on in
Lakeside Boulevard.
Fire.
Okay.
The front building, it's been vacant forever, used for storage. So that's a B2 area.
Okay.
Under B2, it expresses, it covers everything in B1. So we're looking for, a waiver, survey and.
I mean, is this a permitted use in that zone?
Is there a site plan for the property?
Oh, I think so. I'm sure the top.
What he could do is, take the site plan, show, I don't know if you're taking up the whole building or.
Just the front, Maddie's Auto Body. There's
What you're still taking the old
the old,
Mayfield's Auto Buy, not the other, is there a couple other bays to the left?
Yeah, there's 2 more bays to the left. One, Lakeside uses for
Okay.
storage for tires and
Okay.
stuff. The other one is, he said we could have it if we wanted to pay a little bit more.
Okay,
And at that point, it would be useful, but it's, floor height's not the same, so,
okay.
to continue into the gym, might not work,
You
but.
could take the site plan, just show on the site plan where it is you intend to occupy and perhaps in the future occupy. Show that you have enough parking, what you want to do there.
Yep.
And you may want to show your signage too, because you're probably gonna.
Yeah, there's a sign on the building already,
Saying.
so we were just used to saying.
Put your name on it or whatever.
That's it, yep.
So as far as inside of the thing, there's no construction going on, so you're just using
Nope.
open space.
That's correct. We've just been putting rubber floor down and putting our equipment inside of it.
Okay,
So,
and where would you be parking, like behind the building there, or
So-
where's your?
He said we could use the whole extra lot he has,
Okay.
because a lot of our classes are off hours. So like
Okay.
we have early morning classes before he opens, so people would be in and out and gone. We have one midday class that's only a couple people, usually 9 AM, the moms come
Yeah.
in. And then some evening classes, right as they're closing into, a couple hours after.
Yeah, I mean, that parking lot in the back where that was the old impound lot or wherever you kept.
Yeah,
There, you could probably put 40 cars in there if you had.
right, it's a
You're
pretty
not,
big lot behind the
Yeah.
building and it's fenced, and there's a
Yeah.
gate there, so
okay,
we could probably utilize that
okay.
as well.
You just bring the site plan and show, where he's gonna occupy
Yeah.
that kind of thing, I think.
So you could probably get that from the Lakeside Tire, because I'm sure there's a site plan bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
yeah, he said there was a site
Okay.
plan
Yeah.
here, I believe. I'm not sure if, I think Mr. Donovan checked it. I'm not sure, or
I
if you had it.
haven't gone to pull it out yet.
Oh,
but I believe we do.
Yeah, Tommy Hayes is usually pretty good with that
Yeah.
stuff.
So, I mean, if it's a permitted use in the zone,
It's not, see, that was just part of it. It's not expressly included in the, there's no gym aspect.
okay, just because it's
But
not,
it is, but a school for profit is a conditional use.
Yeah.
But there's no specification as to what the conditional use would be, like a lot of the other, it's 3 acres and it's so many feet from residential.
Really not a school that you're.
Right, so like a couple of uses that might be related would be assembly halls that are in B2, theaters, bowling alleys, other.
You may find it similar
recreational.
to permitted uses so that it would be
Yeah.
encompassed.
I just think it's probably not in there because this is a fairly new type of
Use.
business, you know what I'm saying? So we may have to look at that and throw that in there, you know, I mean,
Yeah, it's not
eventually.
like a heavy use
No.
gym, like a commercial gym, it's small classes, they're capped at, a certain limit.
So the interior of the building, nothing is changing. You're just
No,
putting your equipment on the existing floor, using the existing
Probably
bathroom.
refresh it, clean it, they
Yeah,
clean it
yeah,
up a little
yeah.
bit, because it's been empty
Yeah.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
coat of paint and a really deep cleaning, other than that, nothing will change, the bathroom.
Kind of like a martial arts school as far as under the permitted usage. And we've had martial arts schools.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
You come in and indicate that it's similar to the uses that are permitted in the zone. And we could find that it's consistent with those uses. He could come in with the site plan that's there now, show us where he's gonna park, show us what he's gonna occupy. And just indicate, I'm gonna use the existing signage, I don't know if you're gonna change lighting, maybe you are, maybe you're not. What your hours are gonna be, that kind of thing, just so we have a baseline.
Okay.
I don't know, when I looked at the property, I hope you get to keep all the antique cars that are in there.
so, yeah, so,
They're gonna have to move.
Because it
like,
was
I'll rent
quite
it.
busy
yeah.
to see what was going on
Yeah, I
there.
know he was moving a lot of cars out of there from the parking lot area to make more space, but he does have his cars stored in there.
The question that came to my mind looking at it, I do think it would need a refresh because it was pretty garagey.
Yes, yes, well, that's,
But is there any minimum requirements for a shower, a bathroom,
just, an ADA bathroom and
just one?
as far as I know, that's what was
Okay.
required at our last
That may be
location.
something that comes up in,
You know,
At our last
anticipate it.
I mean, the only good thing with that site is it's flat. I mean,
Yeah.
the building, you go in the doors, there's no step ups anywhere, you know, it's a flat floor, the whole.
Yeah. So,
Been there many times.
I don't know if a gym had more of a requirement for a bathroom facility.
no, it's, a slop sink, which it has, and, an ADA bathroom.
Mhm.
And, the bathroom in the back is much larger than our ADA bathroom in our last location.
Okay,
So it's definitely got the 5-foot circle and,
okay, it sounds like you gotta get a copy of the site plan, doctor it up, what you plan on do there, I mean, what you're planning on doing there.
Sure.
Show us where you're gonna park, so I think that's
Yeah. It's just sort of a little business description, you know, what the hours are gonna be, how many people are gonna,
Yeah, I think
how
that's
you're setting it up.
like a
That's it.
standard application information, stuff like that, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because we submitted a few of those in Roxbury and they asked the hours and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah.
It would just be nice to see that building being used, you know?
Yeah, it's just
I
been
agree.
empty and trucks.
I
parked.
agree, it's consistent within zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, it's just something that hasn't
As
been
per
brought
our
into the,
Land use
it's a
attorney.
permitted use, you know, so I don't have a problem with it.
I'll put you through
No.
a experience on it.
All right, all good?
All good.
I mean,
All right,
you have a seniors program?
carry on.
Yeah, actually, our oldest member was almost 80 years old. She would come in there.
Whoa. Careful what you say.
All right, so you're good. Just- I guess, Bill, he just has to get those few things for you, doctor it up, show him what he's gonna do, and it's I don't, you know, nothing changing there. I mean, you're taking a building and making and using it.
Yeah.
So,
The bathroom
Yeah.
needs the most work.
yep,
Yeah, we'll have to clean
Okay.
that up nice, yeah.
all right, well,
Yeah, so I mean, apparently it goes with what you guys are looking to do with that strip of road.
You're there to
anyway,
get
and clean it up,
Take a
so.
couple pictures. Okay, Joe.
Of the current location?
Yeah, yeah, show what it looks like.
Sure,
Take a couple pictures in with the
Yeah.
application.
We'd be happy to do that.
all right,
Okay.
I get
very good.
more, Jim.
All right,
Okay.
all right, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I'm glad we got that up. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, the meeting is open to the public. Does anybody from the public wish to address the board? Step right up, sir. How can we help you?
My name is Thomas Page. I'm the one who we do a lot of emails. I don't know if you see my emails.
What's this? Oh, is it? No? Round trip?
Nope.
Okay, got it.
So I'm here to bring up the history of this story. I don't know how many of you were on my application 5 years ago.
I think we should be very careful. There's active litigation involving Bill Donegan and involving the Borough of Paccon.
Yes, correct. So there's a pending case, right?
Yeah.
So we have a knowledge of that, right?
I'm sorry, I don't
There's
understand. I can't hear.
There's active litigation. It involves Bill Donegan, it involves engineer, it involves the Borough of Paccon.
Involved with John.
Still with what, I don't know what property or anything.
Round Trail, correct? Is it on record?
Number 14, Brown Trail.
You know where it is.
I'm the one who got.
Okay.
Oh, this has been.
Okay, so I don't know what we should do with any of this. I mean, if it's in litigation, I don't think we should comment or discuss any of it. to be honest.
You should not come, wherever. I just want to make a put the record on. There's an ongoing litigation right now. I'm being accused of the in violation of the ordinance of this town.
Okay.
Right now, if there is a pending case in court, I don't understand how can now somebody can bring these allegations against me when this is entered by this the federal court.
Yeah, well, we can't really, we're not directly involved in the litigation. We really can't, shouldn't comment on this. It's active litigation, so.
Bill Donegan is here. He's the one involved.
I'm very aware of that.
Okay, so he's the one that bring out this allegation against me.
Right, yeah, okay, so that's in court. It's not before this
Okay,
board.
there is an obstruction adjustment going on right now. I'm just to bring you up with that.
I think it's inappropriate right now.
We'll have to let the legal system sort it all out.
There's a threat and they want to arrest me.
The courts will straighten this out.
Okay, no, I'm telling you right now. Because they've been threatening me, they're saying can arrest me.
Sir,
Okay, I'm making a record deal. It's a public meeting, right?
I understand that, but you've
I have
made
an
your point.
application here. I was defrauded from this board. From John Ruski. I was defrauded. 5 years. I was not allowed to build my home after proof. And then they tell me that I'm in violation of zoning.
Do you have an attorney, sir? That's
No,
representing you?
I'm per se, that's what I'm here.
He is pro se. There's a history of litigation. There's active litigation.
Well, it has to be discussed in a court of law. We're not a court of law.
No.
Yes, I'm bringing it to the, no, because you know, I understand, but you have another office. Other office. And when you see criminal evidence, that's good. Okay, you need to act on.
We're not authorized to.
No, okay.
To
You
hear the
say
litigation
crime,
or
you
to
say
take
crime
action
and you
against the
report it,
litigation.
so nobody's supposed to do that then.
That's
Oh,
the-
we haven't seen a crime. Listen, if Bill said you're in violation and it goes to and the borough engineer says, we're not
Yes, it's not true.
we're
That's
not
the
the-
thing, that's the point here. The point is that I'm not the one who violated the Shan law. People doesn't know, there is you said there is a pending case in court, right? The resident of this town does not know. It is a violation of due process for the resident of this town. You violated the sunshine law. There is a case, I sue in the town,
I understand.
and nobody knows.
There's at least.
That's a crime, it's a crime right there.
It's public record. Everybody is aware. It's
Yeah.
public record.
No, it's not public because the resident doesn't know anything about this. Was not an agenda, never was an agenda, you don't know, there is no way to find out if this town has a hire an attorney in this case.
Well, then that's for your discussion with the governing body, not here.
No, I'm saying,
I don't know. And
I'm defending my property here. I have a right, I'm exercising my First Amendment here,
Understood.
okay? So I want to know why I was defrauded.
This board cannot comment
No.
on that. It's active litigation and we're not involved in that. You just-
I'm not the type of guy.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to exercise and I'd like to request the closing of the meeting.
There's
So-
nothing we can do for you, sir. We don't have a formal application before us.
Yeah, you do. My application was, did I give you my fulfillment of my condition to you? Secretary,
I was not,
I give you videos, I give you all that. I said, this is my confirmation that I fulfilled my.
I think on the advice of our attorney, we cannot comment on
I did-
your
I
litigation.
gave you there was a fulfillment of condition I provide to the secretary. There's a record of that. What happened with the application? Did you
I've
consider?
commented on this, I've responded,
Yes.
my opinion. I think we should stop now. We're
Okay.
getting into dangerous territory.
Okay.
There's active litigation. I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Say anything contrary to what's before the courts. It's before the courts. The court can resolve this in some fashion. So let the litigation play out. It's not before this
Okay.
Well,
court.
my application was reconditioned, so
Okay, Mr. Gate,
I came back with the fulfillment of the application.
Okay, well, you know,
And
when
then
you get it all
you
squared
tell
away,
me
come
that-
here with
and you tell me that you didn't consider my application.
Yes,
When?
we've told you that, and I've rendered an opinion that says.
What's the opinion? I don't have an
Simply,
opinion.
you have a letter from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection.
That's
saying-
wrong.
Saying, you may deny it.
I give you the
It
evidence, I give you the
Mr.
evidence.
Gage, it says this isn't a wetland. Your property's in a wetland. That's what it says.
That's what that's.
You can appeal it, you can
I
go to the
did. I
DEP,
did.
but this board cannot overrule, and I've told you that 10 times, cannot overrule the DEP. There's no reason to discuss
I
it.
know, and I not pretending to overrule anything. If it was not fraud, you're right.
We can't.
All right,
determine
Mr. Gage,
if-
I'm sorry, we cannot do anything, we cannot help you.
But
Until-
you wanna
until-
please tell me if you consider the evidence.
I don't have anything, we have no, I don't have an
Uh,
What we
application.
have is a
Amy,
letter
did
from
I
the
provide you-
DEP
Yeah.
saying that this property is a wetlands.
Amy, did I
Have
provide you
nothing
with the
to
fulfillment of,
contrary to that,
Okay.
other than Mr. Gage's statements.
Did I provide you with? the
I
fulfillment?
think
And
that
let me
this
get you-
discussion has
Yes,
been
thank you.
exhausted and you have your method of
My dear.
working through the courts. We cannot add anything to this.
I'm asking
discussion.
you if you.
You can't ask us anything. You gotta ask. the
I
court.
give you my application, I give you the fulfillment, you said me to fulfill as a condition, I give it to her. What happened with the fulfillment of my?
Mr. Chairman,
We have determined that that does
Yeah.
not fulfill.
close it,
I
motion
give
to
me the report.
close the meeting.
Give me the report.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Gage,
Politely.
we cannot help you. You have to
Okay,
go,
in court.
so, okay, very good, thank you, have a good night.
I did wanna.
Anybody else from the public have any comments to board?
Question.
Sure.
So I can just submit, the information, application or survey, stuff like that to Mr. Donegan, or do I come back? to
Yeah.
you?
Right there.
Me,
Amy.
Just to you?
Amy.
yeah.
Okay,
You
cool.
can, tomorrow, if you wanna come in and give me all the information, if you like.
Great, okay, yeah, I'll get it together as soon as
Okay.
possible.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't sure if I had to do another work session with you guys.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna have to come in for another meeting, but not a work session.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be an
Yeah, it'll be a
application,
public meeting.
and then I'll send it to Dennis.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, sounds good.
Once you put in your application, we will be seeing you again,
Yeah.
sir.
Certainly hope so.
All right,
Thank you all very much.
very good, have a good night.
I just have one more thing. I know a letter went from the Open Space and Environmental Chairman to
Okay.
you. Just about getting subgroups together for a meeting, just a face-to-face kind of reality check, or what we're saying, what you're hearing, or what you're saying, what we're hearing. Have you decided on a date yet, or is one?
Not yet, well, I mean, there's a lot of properties on there we're working on, so the subcommittee is kind of.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be linked, like the completion of one. This is just a get together, a social.
Get together with who?
The
Green
people
Acres.
on open spaces.
The open space has a committee
All right,
And environmental is.
and environmental.
I think
And we have a committee.
we meet.
yeah, yeah,
And if
let's
we
get
just-
ourselves, let's
Put
get
you
it.
together
Yeah.
to talk, there'll be a lot less animosity.
I don't think there's any animosity. We're-
Oh, baby. there-
I love chocolate.
Huh?
I'd like to suggest a social without any objectives.
I'm gonna suggest we sit down and discuss everything first and then
Yeah,
we
but-
can sit down and.
Yeah,
All right, I just wanna.
We have to have a.
we're working on it, James.
I know, the offer's on the table. We'd
Okay.
love to meet
All
you,
right,
just for the enjoyment of it.
all right,
know who you are.
perfect. We'll take it into consideration.
That's right.
Motion to adjourn.
All right, Joe, do we have a motion, Judy?
Motion
I'll second.
All right,
adjourn.
very good, thank you.
Okay.
Good meeting.
Yay.
Oh, boy.